All right. Hi, guys. All right. We are about to have some fun with some easy peasy, simple flowers. And I'm looking forward to taking it a little easy today and finally doing some easy projects that I haven't had an opportunity to do yet. So, hi, Barbara. Getting the video thing going so I can actually not look up here and look for comments. Look down here and look for comments. You know what? While we're at it, don't worry about my finger. I'm just trying to make sure. I'm trying to make sure that we've got. There we go. I'm trying to make sure that we had Wi-Fi on because I have a tendency to forget that. I let the kids. Sweet. Oh, Betty Lou, Evelyn, Brenda, Barbara. Love y'all guys. All right. So this time I'm smart enough. I had somebody make a post on my YouTube page saying like, why don't you make sure you have your Wi-Fi on? And I'm like, well, I usually do, but my kids use my phone. As a matter of fact, the back of my phone, don't tell my husband, is completely shattered right now. It's in a protective casing, so I'm hoping to protect it. Hi, Linda. Nancy, hello. And another Linda and Elisa. Hello, ladies. We are tuning in from all over. We've got Kansas. We've got Indiana. I can't see the rest of the comments right now, but I know that we've dropped a few other places. Obviously, we've got Georgia. Hi, and I know we've got Mississippi. Hello, Ms. Lisa and Miss Peggy. So, I told y'all I want to take it easy today. So, I told Lori that we're going to do some flowers, and they're so simple, it's ridiculous. And I told Lori, I was like, you know what, I may have to do a second flower because it's so easy. And that actually kind of scares me, and this, not this doing the second flower, but what scares me is the fact that it seems so easy. Because in my opinion, when something seems that easy, there's something wrong, right? Like, there's got to be something wrong. So, yeah. We're going to see what happens, ladies. As y'all know, most of the time when you come along with me, it's a journey. We're going to work on the Buttercup first. Yep, Tennessee's here too. We're working on the Buttercup first. I'm using the 12-inch board. Ignore all the little black spots on here. This was actually where I was doing the hummingbird, the smaller version, which exploded again. I don't know why. Everything I make explodes. Even cooking, but that's beside the point. So, but we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to start with the Buttercup, and there are so many out there. I think there's like 150, 200 different varieties of Buttercups to choose from, and most of them have 5 petals, but there's some that have a whole bunch more, which made my job a whole lot more difficult. I was like, how many petals does a Buttercup have? I went with the 5, okay? And it is so ridiculously easy. It really is. Yes, this is the 12-inch, so it's the smaller one. A little sad in the sense that I didn't get to drill any extra holes. I always like to drill extra holes. Feels almost naked. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I've already cut everything, so obviously this isn't going to take long. And I'm about to move y'all right over here so y'all can get a better view. After I move my trash pile. I picked this up from Lori. I have a trash pile around. And I noticed the video looks like it's jumping a little bit. Yep, I'm seeing it jumping on there. So, I'm sorry. Okay, we are going to move it over. If you hear some noises, that's me moving the microphone, so I apologize. And if you have a tendency to get dizzy or something, you might want to close your eyes for like about 15 or 20 seconds while I twist this thing. Here we go. I try to be delicate and gentle, but let's face it, y'all, I'm vertically challenged. So I never had a future as a model. Yeah, so I don't have a lot of grace either. There we go. I think that's going to work. The 12-inch, you have to go directly to the Unique and the Creek website. All right. And now we're going to move y'all down. And I pray that it's going to work because I have my phone in a protective casing. Woo, 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 woo. It looks like it's working just fine. I think y'all are going to be fine. I usually put it here. I don't like it up here. So I think if I work down here, y'all can see just, uh-oh, I don't like that. I saw something funky. Rotate your device. You can't, dude, quit it. I don't know why. It's acting funky. Can y'all see this good? Because it keeps doing a rotate your device situation. You can't turn your phone while, I think something, okay, there we go. All right, I think it's my phone being stupid. So I'm going to try to pay attention to the comments because it keeps saying rotate your device. I have a feeling it has to do with that protective casing. But y'all, if y'all saw the back of my phone, I'm actually worried if I take the casing off, the phone might actually literally crumble in my hands. I feel so terrible. Luckily, only my 3.5-year-old saw it and not my 7.5-year-old because he would have tattled on me in a heartbeat. All right, so literally, this is 5 petals, y'all, and that's it. And the only thing I had to play with on here is where on earth I was going to put the petals. I used the 21-inch burlap, and I cut them by 21 inches. So you're going to need 5 petals that are 21 inches, okay? 21 by 21. And these are about $16.50 a pop. So the rolls, that is. And then I just did my infamous spoon, because when I saw that last week, I was like, wait a second, it almost reminds me of a little Buttercup. So we're literally just going to make 5 spoons, but it's the center that y'all are going to love. And if I get time to go on to the second one, you guys are going to love that too. We're not going to use this one. I believe we are using this one right here. That looks about right. I wish I could cover up my center. Now you're going to see it. Boo-hoo. I might be a little further in. No, I think this is about right. So we are going to use this one. Yeah, that looks right. Yep. Okay. I'll show y'all what I'm going to do with that later. So, I know that happened just now. Well, I say that happened just now. I literally, when I spray paint things outside, this is how I hold it, like a server. Only it's like this, so everything would have fallen off my tray anyway. So, all right. So we're going to use the second row right here. And I'm going to start up here, right over here on the side. It's going to be a little different because the second row does have 8 holes, but we're not going to quite use the regular ones. And I'm probably going to need to get some of my 8-inch. I'm going to get some of my 8-inch ones over here too. So we're going to put this first one in there. Originally, I thought I was going to do it here. I'm going to double check that real quick because I would hate to get all 5 of them on. All 5, right? As if it's a big deal. Yeah, it's going to have to be on the outside one. I think it's because I made the center so big. That's okay. I'll show y'all how to make the spoon in a minute, okay? Yeah, something else to use the small boards for. Honestly, I have a craft fair coming up in about, look at that, it's so fat. Y'all, 4 inches isn't even going to do the trick. It's like a size 4 just went out the window. Kind of like my pant size about a year ago, 2 years ago. That's okay, though. All right, let's go up to an 8, shall we? All right, we're going to put this in here. I thought I was going to be able to get away with the smaller ones, but we can't. So, no, I didn't drill any extra holes in it this time. I'm actually a little sad. I was mentioning that I felt kind of sad. I'm like, where are the extra holes at? No extra holes this time, y'all. No anything that you have to change. Be careful when you zip tie these suckers, that you kind of pull it out as you're tightening it here, okay? Yeah, actually, this came from today. There's some black, too. Check out that. That looks sexy, doesn't it? I got like a mini goth thing going on. My students are so used to it, though. They know to expect the colors of the rainbows on my hands. So, all right. So this is what I was talking about, because I'm not going to put it, let's see here. We're going to do it right about, I think we had it right about here. I'm trying to see, because I had it set up. We were going to have to do here. Let me get, where are my other ones? Might not be, might need to move it further. I think the problem is because I had it further in. I'm going to be there. I think it's because I used it here the first time. You know what? Here's what I want to do before we do the rest of them on here. Let's make the other petals. Because when I originally put this together, I put it together using that inside row. And now that I've moved to the outside row, I may just have to double check. All right, let's go ahead and just make one of the petals here. We'll just do that. All right, first things first, 21 by 21. All right, so I'm just going to fold it into a rectangle. Luckily, it's not like we have 100 and some odd things to make, right? And I'm just going to do the spoon. The problem is this thing's so big that you've really got to be careful how you do it. Like, you're going to have to put your body down into it. Maybe, I call this a standing arm yoga right here. All right, there we go. There's my spoon petal. All right, we're going to lay that thing down. Hi, Lori. I saw you pop on. Let's see here. The zip tie doesn't fold it folded it a little bit, which is why you saw me stop for a second and start pulling at it. The reason I wanted to stop altogether and make the rest of the petals is because since I moved to the outer row, I'm a little concerned that it's not gonna, I only want to stick to 5. So that's why it's like I want to make sure that it works the way I want it to. And I may not have, that's the problem with the big mesh right here. You might have to fold it again. Let's try this again. Let me give it an extra fold because the fact that we're, an extra twist, because the fact that it is so big, that makes me feel a little better right there. All right, now let's try it again. All right, there we go. That's a little better. Problem is I fold things so many different ways, it's like I can't remember half the time how I did it. And then suddenly it happens again. All right, there we go. There's my little spoon. All right, we're going to go ahead and zip tie that sucker. And it looks like I used an 8-inch to zip tie it the first time, so we're going to do that again. So, and the great thing about flowers, in my opinion, is, you know, every flower is unique and different. So even if the shape is off just a teeny tiny bit, it's not a big, huge deal. At least that's how I feel about it. All right, there we go. Get that one off. Where's my trash bucket? Let's snip all this stuff off. Nothing like snipping all this burlap off, right? It's actually a little painful sometimes staring at it and you're like, no, don't do it. All right, there we go. All right, so that gives us 3. We've got 2 more. There we go. All right, hello. Hi, Carolyn from Mississippi. This is a giant piece of burlap. I feel like I'm making a dress. All right. Just do that up here. All right, and I gave it a double twist last time, and that seemed to work a little better since it is so huge. There we go. All right, and then we'll just bring it on together. All right, fold it a little bit. There we go. All righty. I like the yellow. It screams spring. Push that down a little bit. He got out of my hands. It's okay though. I'll put you back in it. We're going to zip tie that. Olive branch. So, y'all, I don't know about y'all. Backwards. But this has been the longest week ever on the face of the planet. I thought Daylight Savings Week, when was Daylight Savings? Wasn't that like last week? I thought that week was long. This week was even longer. I don't know if maybe it's just the teaching world. But y'all, guess what? If y'all have kids, your kids are coming home to y'all. In about another week. No, I love my students. My students are good. So, we're actually going on a field trip next week to Chattanooga. So they're going to get to go to the aquarium and watch an IMAX and all that other good stuff up there. But yeah. So I'm looking forward to that, as long as it doesn't rain. We haven't had any rain this week. That concerns me a little bit. So everybody's like, don't talk about it. I'm like, I have to. Where's the rain? All right, that gives us 4, so 1 more. Like I said, and if we have to move back to the inside row, I'll move back to the inside row. It's just, I accidentally made my center a little too big, and obviously it's hot glued, so that might screw me over a little bit, but we'll see. All right, I'm just gonna do a double twist backwards. There we go. Okay, and the only reason I'm doing a double twist backwards on this, y'all, is just because the burlap is so huge. Double twist backwards. There we go. Okay, and push it down. Scrunch that baby on up. There we go. It's almost like scrunching. Yeah, I've been to the aquarium before there with my kids. They liked it, so it'll be fun. There we go. Just kind of move your spoon around, and if you don't like it, just undo it. Y'all know how picky I am. And honestly, it's the size of the burlap that's getting me. All right, 1, 2. I'm not used to working with burlap that's this big, y'all. All right, let's try this again. I like my 10-inch, to be honest with you. All right. And just kind of work the spoon around. There you go. And you'll get it. It just takes a little bit of, like, moving around. There we go. Got it. Quick. Zip it. Hi, North Carolina. Alex, check out these boards when Isabel... Yeah, I'll show you all the boards again in a second. I'm about to move back to it. It's just like I said, I got to check this outer board out, this particular row out, because I did move it. I was so excited about my center that I didn't even pay attention to checking to make sure that it would fit. But that's okay. We'll make it work. I'll go back to the inside if I have to. I just don't want to take off a layer of my ruffles. So, there we go. Jacksonville, Florida. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm ready for some warmer weather. Although it might get wetter, right? Okay. Let's move these 5 jokers on over. All right, so originally, I wanted to put it here. Well, originally it was on the inside right here. But since I moved it out here, now I'm a little concerned that's not going to fit the way I want it to. So you know what? Before I even do this, I'm going to place them on there and just double check. And then I'm going to put my center on there because like I said, originally they were further in. So it is a little concerning to me. All right, because this one would have to go. Yeah, it is. We're going to have to move it in, y'all. It's not going to work. All right, no big deal. I had hoped to use that. That might affect the center, but that's okay. I'll figure it out. I'll figure everything out. All right, so let's move back because originally I used this 3rd row right here. So we're going to go back to using the 3rd row. I just hope that we don't have a situation with the middle, and I have a feeling that the center is going to be a situation. I feel like I'm watching Jersey Shore all over again or something. All right, see how it's already doing that little fold? All you have, the great thing about burlap is it reshapes itself really easily. So if you pull at it and tug on it, just be careful not to pull up too much because then you're going to pull the strands apart. Yeah, I'm going to do, oh, make another petal? I think I've already made all the petals. There's only 5 of them. I'm going to put another petal up. I don't, oh, you're saying make another petal as in on the outside. I know, but I only wanted 5. That's the problem. I only wanted 5. I had this set up. I had a perfect idea in my head for 5. And once I get an idea in my head, I never like letting it go. I'm definitely not following the Frozen song. So I can't let it go. Or I'll never let go, Jack. I'll never let go. There we go, the Titanic. All right, so we're gonna stick this one in here. So this time I use the space in here, and you'll know because once you fit it in here, it just works. I could make the smaller center, you're right, and that's probably what I'm gonna end up doing. If I can't make that center work, that center's gonna have to get smaller. So, but my hope is I can make it work. So I really wanna make it work. All right, so the next one, we're gonna put right here in this. So it's like we went in the set of holes, then I used between the holes, and now we're gonna use in the set of holes again. So, and guys, the Buttercup is so easy. And there's so many center choices to choose from because I checked. And while they do have similarities in them, there are some differences. So you can get creative with it. I gotta push that over to the side. There we go, because it was getting stuck on there. But I like it. I actually have to go back to Hobby Lobby tomorrow, and you'll see why in a minute. And I'll tell y'all why. There we go. Okay. All right, I'm going to push that down because I don't want the burlap to get cut. Then it would just ruin the whole thing. All right. And I'm not too concerned about the show through right here. That's going to be about it. All right, I'm just going to lay this here just to double check, and sure enough, we're going to go in between. So it's like use the set of two, go in between. Use the set of two, go in between. And you can get about, at the rate that you cut this from a 21 inch, you can get 3 buttercups from one roll. And that's it. How much has everyone lost? I'm so sad. You're frozen. Yeah, I'm seeing that now. Oh no. Uh-oh. I see a lot of people saying uh-oh. Are we back? Or are we not back? I hear, I'm not liking this. Okay, well, I do see the, I don't know. Please don't be frozen. I don't want to be frozen. All right, this guy's going to go in here. So we're going to use, let's see, we did the 2, so we're going to do it doesn't look like a between's going to work for this one though. Let me check this. Okay, we did do a between, so we're going to use in the middle. Are you guys back yet? Somebody put a comment and let me know so that I know whether or not you guys are back, or if people are still frozen. Because the video's still going. So, I don't know. Back. Good. All right. According to that up there, the video never stopped, but I could see from my laptop over here that, I could see from my laptop that the comments stopped, and that's what got me. I was like, wait a second. It's like crickets out there. I promise y'all my wireless is on, so I don't understand. Okay. We may have to do a little bit of finagling here, but we gonna work it. All right. I'm determined. Y'all know how I am. Once I have an idea set in my head, I don't like changing from that too much. I have a feeling what the problem is with this one is this one looks like he may be a little too small, but we're gonna work with him and see what happens. Let's get that in there. All right, here we go. All right, so let's take a look at what our center is going to do, y'all. That's going to be the first part. Let's take a look at the center. All right. I actually think the center is going to fit perfectly in there. I just got to be able to squeeze it down in there. So let me cut this off. And everybody's got, you know, there's all sorts of different versions that you can do out there. This is just kind of what came to my mind. This is ribbon that I just got from Hobby Lobby, and it's not on sale this week, and it was originally white, and it's a very stiff material too, so it holds a ruffle shape very well, but it was white, and I just spray painted it like I spray paint everything. Yeah, Yeah, I don't want to tighten it down quite yet. I'm going to give it a second so I can think about it. I think I'm going to stick with 5 because I think I can get away with it. So we shall see. We shall see. All right, so first things first, let me take a look here, how I want to do this. Okay, I had 2 theories here. One theory is I can just put glue and put it down. My other theory is I'm looking over here and I'm actually thinking, let me pull this back some because this has a plastic base in it, so I've got to be careful with it. But I think I can get it through there. Let me feel in here. You know what? Let's see if I'm feeling through here. I don't have my wire cutters with me though to get in here. I don't want to take a chance on that. I think the hot glue is going to work just fine with this. But let me feel here. Because I hot glued this sucker down good, and this is Gorilla stuff. Oh, I'll show y'all in a minute. I just want to make sure real quick. No, you know what? I think I want to go this route instead because there's a little tiny little bit of leeway here. So let me try something here. If I have, I wish I had my whatchamacallits, my other cutter thingies, but I think I can make this work. Let's see. If not, I just ruined some ribbon, not a big deal. But I think it's going to be fine. Maybe not. There we go, that's why. Let's give it a shot, y'all. Y'all know me. All right, let's see if I was able to get in there or not. Oh, I see what the problem is in here. Yep, that's why that's why I'm so like hesitant on going to, if I really had my, I almost want to go get my box cutters, y'all. Because this would be so, I'm trying not to snip my finger either. Y'all know how bad I am at that. I think I got it. Did I? Almost. Let's see. Come on. I see a hole. I think I got it. Solid. We're good. Woohoo! I knew I would get it. I don't give up, y'all. You should know that about me by now. I do not give up. If I want it done a certain way, it will get done. All right, let's do the same thing here. And nobody's going to be messing with this flower that much. So, you know, it's not going to be that big of an issue. All right, what I want to do though, now that we're looking at it, now that we've got that, it's going to go in here. So that's about this. This looks like a good hole to use right here. So I'm going to go up through the middle. Okay. And I think I'm going to go ahead and set up my other one over here too. Just because it'll be easier that way. So we're going to go up through here. How's my finger? It's actually gotten pretty good. You know what though? You can go, Pam, don't worry. You can, not Pam, Amy, don't worry. You can go back and see the replay. Are they just large lolly petals? No, this is what we call the spoon petal now. Is the best thing that we could come up with. All right, there's the hole. All right, so that means the other hole is down here. And it's just basically, some people have called it that it looks like a lolly petal backwards. So, you know, that works too. All right, let's do this. And again, y'all are figuring this thing out with me at the same exact time. I wonder what will happen if I go through this hole. Perfect. Perfection. That's what will happen. Okay. God dang it. If Isabel, there we go. switch that sucker around. All right. I like this better. I like this idea better than the hot glue idea, because heaven forbid we get into a place where, you know, you get those hot temperatures and the hot glue comes off. Okay, I found the hole. Houston, we have the hole. All right, rotate this thing around. Oh, I see. So basically, I made a hole below the seam so that I wouldn't rip it and it'll still hold tight. Because you're not going to sit here tugging and pulling on it anyway, so it shouldn't really go anywhere. All right, move up. That one is going to be a little bit of a tight fit to get in there, but we're going to make it happen. I just have to move that. Decided it was time to talk to me. Yeah, husbands know just how to do that, right? They always come in during the most inopportune moments. So, all right, there we go. And hopefully, like I said, everything I do is in theory, and then we kind of test it and see what happens. I'll finish tightening it in a minute. Okay. All right. So we're not done quite yet. There's a few things I want to add to it. But we are already getting close. I want to tighten that up just a little more. There. Okay. We're going to snip that off. Look at that. That's all I used of the board. That's it. And then here I attach the center. So it's like you've got your 5 petals going around. You've got here. I'm not concerned about this space right here. All right. So we're going to open this up. There we go. Feels like, all right. Okay. All right, so now what I want to do here, I'll take care of that part in a minute. Might not even have to in a second. Okay. Probably what I'll do is I'll just put a little bit of dab of glue right here, and then that's about it. It looks like this side needs to be tightened just a smidge, but that's okay. We gonna go with it. Let me go ahead and heat up the hot glue gun. I don't want to mess up the lighting though. Let me see if I've got my other thing over here and put it in here. Give me a second, y'all. I don't have enough plugs in this room. There we go. All right, so the hot glue thing is good charging. So let me tell y'all a little bit about the center while it's warming up, y'all. Yes, it's a 21 by 21. The center is also, I made that myself, but I'll explain to y'all how I did it in a second. And these are just the spoon petals, what we decided to call spoon petals. I know Barbara said it was the spoon petals. But what I'm going to do in a second, once the hot glue gun warms up, and we've done this before with green petals, where you just take the 2 parts right here and you pinch them together, because that way it's going to give me coverage for those teeny tiny little spots that are poking through right here. But this little part right here in the middle, this is actually a flower from Hobby Lobby. So they're normally $20. You can catch them on sale for about $11. So, but the reason I chose this flower, and you can use chrysanthemums too. Okay, originally I was going to do this with chrysanthemums, but I changed my mind because if you take a look at the center of a buttercup, you always have these wispy little parts right here that go up and they curl up, right? And then you've got your inside right here. So I got this one, and then this is ribbon that I got from Hobby Lobby. And it was originally white. So it was already sewn, it was already ruffled up, and the only thing I did was spray paint it. Here you go. That's all I did was spray paint it, nothing else. And it already has a very stiff texture, so even if I bend it up, like, it has a tendency to stay up just a little bit. So yeah, Elvis ribbon. I want Gone with the Wind ribbon. Ah, that would be pretty. Elvis ribbon? I've never seen Elvis ribbon, but I bet you that would be a hit. So, all right, I bet you it's about done. Let me get my clips. Okay. All right. Let's get this sucker going. All right. So we're going to go here. All right. I'm going to go here. We're going to put a little, I got to move away just a little bit because this is as far. Why isn't this thing on yet? Okay, let's try this again. There we go. That's what I was looking for. All right. And we're just going to put them together there and clip it for just a few seconds. All right, we're going to rotate around. And while that one's taken care of, we're going to come over here, put a little dab. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing. And put another clip on right here. Yeah, and you can use chrysanthemums too. So it's just like I said, I caught this one right here. So, and they come in all sorts of colors, so you can spray paint it again too. All right, I'm gonna do the same thing with this one. Let me see if this one's ready to come off, because you don't wanna stick it on there too long and then it gets attached. So I think that is good. You keep it on there too long and there's a very good possibility it's gonna start pooling. There we go. All right. And again, y'all are coming along all the time with experiments. Coming with me. There we go. That one's done. Wait till y'all see what I did with the leaves. Because yes, we have leaves. No, they're not mesh. Gotta have leaves if you're gonna have a buttercup. Never heard of spray painting ribbon. Well, you did now. And it's Krylon, so it's paint and primer in one. It's not going anywhere. All right, got one more over here. And guys, I like this because this is a simple little one. You could do this, you know, as a workshop. You could do this, you know, you could probably even do it. The only thing is the people just have to be able to fold this part, but that's about it. I want to put a little dab here because I'm not liking how much it stands up. All right, so I am just gonna press that little guy down for a minute without folding, messing up those things right there. I'm gonna just hold that in place for just a second because I want it to get a little more uniform here. Well, let's let this guy go first. There. All right, and then let's get this one go. And then we're going to add our leaves on in a second. And then by the time you put a backing on it, because I always put backings on all my wreaths, it is pretty good. I mean, it's spray painted yellow right now. It hasn't broken open the rest of this week. The only thing is like this one, I can do that. This one, that's all I can do. I can't bend it any further than that. So, yeah, I probably should have had it looked at, but I didn't. So, oh well. So while I'm holding this down for a second, I want to show y'all my leaves. So the thing about buttercups is they have interesting looking leaves, right? And they're not your traditional leaves. So yes, I could have done mesh, but that bothered me. And you could do sunflower leaves behind it and it would be perfectly fine. But I decided, hey, why not make our own leaves? So we've got a leaf here that we're going to attach. And then we have another one. Okay, so I made 3 sets of leaves this time. And then we've got another one to finish it all off. So these clips, these are just dollar store clips from the clothespin section, and they work really great. They have a really great pull to them, hold to them. All right, I think I'm happy now with that part. Yeah, now I'm happy. Isabel is happy. Okay, so we're going to take our leaves, and all I did was I made a template, and then I made them out of canvas, and then I put felt on top. So, and you've got to be careful when you're attaching the felt. I use the Gorilla Hot Glue, so it's not going anywhere. But you've got to be careful so that you don't burn the plastic, because you can do that. So I actually put it on the felt, and then I let it sit for a moment, just to kind of cool off a little bit, and then I stuck it on there. All right, so now we're going to stick our leaves on here. Let me take a look at what we've got and where everything is going to go. I think this one, let's see here. I think I put do I want this one here, or do I want this one here? This one's going to go here, here, and then I think I wanted to put this one over here. Okay, so let's start with that. Okay, all right. And I'm actually going to do this a completely different direction. You'll see in a minute, and you'll also know why. All right, we're going to go in here. I'm a master of disguise, y'all. So basically, the leaves are going into the second hole. Let me pick this up so y'all can see. All right, and we're going to put it in here. I'm going to try to hold this in here because it does get kind of hard to see with all this. All right, I got it. All right, let's flip that over for a minute. And now I know where I'm going to put them at. It'll be easier. Okay, let's snip that little guy off. All right, so we got one on there. Okay, all right, now I'm going to add another one. Push that back. There we go. All right, that's that one. Let's put this one maybe here. So I'm trying to figure out, give me a second, where exactly I want it. I think I want it right there. Okay, all right. Now that I know that, let's take a look for the holes. There they are. No adding extra holes this time, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna put them upside down though. Okay, let's do this. Nah, I think I'll do it on top. And in here. And then I already have a hole in here, so I'm gonna try to find that hole. And we're gonna work with that. Okay. Da, 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 da. All right, there we go. Got it through. I'm gonna push that on over. Okay, and we're gonna tighten this up, and I know y'all can't see the bottom of that, but no, I've never had problem with Gorilla. Now, you know what, Jan, now that you mentioned that part, I have had issues with it backing up a little bit. So yes, I will say that part. It hasn't been terrible, but I have to go through periodically and make sure that it's cleaned. So we're going to push those spoons back a little bit. Almost done. Last leaf. And so, all right, and we're going to put this one right here. I like that. Okay, got it. Do, 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 do. Y'all, I'm so glad tomorrow's Friday. Y'all don't even know. Y'all have no idea how happy I am. Okay, and I see my hole. So I'm going to come over here and try to feed this into the hole. Speaking of feeding, I still have to feed the guinea pigs tonight. I had to purposely tiptoe downstairs in an attempt to try to hide from them. And like literally tiptoeing down the stairs, because the moment they hear me, they just start weaking at the top of their lungs. So, all right. All right, and we're going to snip this off. I think I forgot to snip the other one off. That's okay. Or did I? Did I get it? I think I got it. Okay, so at this point, all we're going to do is just kind of spread our flowers out a little bit. Okay, there we go. And I'll probably fiddle with it again some more. Y'all know me. Okay, but there we go. I love the center. The center, I think, is what really makes this whole thing. And probably, you could probably make more leaves there if you wanted to, but I think it's fine. So yeah, let's do that. I want to do this here too. Just take a teeny tiny bit. Careful that you don't use too much. All right. It's not going to melt the burlap, so don't even worry. Okay. I think I want to do the same thing here. Okay. Right there. Okay. And this one's done. And then I'll check with y'all guys if y'all want me to do the other one tonight, or if you really prefer me to like schedule another live on like Saturday night or something like that. I can do that too. So no biggie. I'll give y'all a preview though. All right, let's take that one off. Move that over. And this is just to double check that we get that nice little look that I'm looking for. So I know buttercups, if you look them up online, buttercups can come slightly apart. Other buttercups will come completely put together, you know. So I think it really boils down to personal preference on your particular style and what it is that you like. I like the look of them being put together more. So, but not everybody does. So, all right, we're going to do there. And then we'll move it around a little. Got stuck on the, there. Put that there. You go here. You come apart just a little bit. There we go. Okay, that one's done. Guys, the buttercup's done. That's it. And you can do your preference on the leaves, on whether or not you want to do a sunflower leaf or not. So I'll show y'all again in a second, and y'all tell me in a second, but I want to show y'all this so that I can hold it up. Let's see here where the top would be. I'm gonna move it out for y'all in a second. It would be something like this. So let me hold it up. I'll move it to y'all in a minute after I move this guy into place. All right. So basically, I'm trying to figure out. There we go. So basically, this would be our finished buttercup right here. So, and you've got your leaves right here. It would be better against a background, but I'm loving it. And then you've got your leaf right down here as well. So I just made a set of 3. You could make them going all the way around. If I hung this up, I would probably hang it up to where it would be on the side like this. So, I don't know. I like it. What do y'all think about it? Let's see here. There we go. I'm going to move it down a little bit. Try to put it on here so y'all guys can see it better a little bit. There we go. Does that help a little bit? So, but I'm loving it. I think it turned out great. It's an easy little buttercup. It's 21 by 21 cuts. And it's just 5 of them, guys. And then you get the flower in the middle. It's a $20 flower. But again, you catch it on a week when it's on sale. It's only about 11. And then I just took the ruffle. There's a very stiff ruffle in the trim section. And I just put that around it. So I'm going to post a finished picture of that tomorrow. My hope is that I'm not having too many issues with that. Yeah, I like it. Oh, I don't know if this one's talented, Brenda, but I love you to death. Thank you so much. This one was just one of those, Isabel needed a break from all the crazy wreaths that I have been thinking of lately. And guys, I've got 2 more in my head, and it's killing me not to start. But you know, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to do some simple projects, and this was one of my simple projects. And really, I think the center is what really makes this. The spoon method is what makes it here. and then the leaves, but the center is what's got my attention on here. And you could do chrysanthemums. I actually bought 4 or 5 chrysanthemums that I was originally going to do it with. So here's what I need to know from y'all. Do y'all want me to go ahead and do the second part? It's already 10:23. So a part of me is thinking, I don't know if we want to do the second part or if we want to do it next week, because not next week, on Saturday. Here's what I was going to do, y'all. Let me move this one out of the way. And we'll put him on the floor for now. The one we're going to do next is going to be a daisy. And this is going to be our center for the daisy right here. I came across this and I was like, oh my God, I had to have it. So yeah. Do we want to do the next one? Let's see here. Do the next one or save it for Saturday? Let's go for that one. I see 2 for do it next. So we'll see. Let's see here. I think just a preview. Yeah, let's do a preview. And then on Saturday, we can put it all together again, okay? And then if you have 21-inch white burlap mesh, then go ahead and have it, okay? Because we're going to make that. This is going to be our center, all right? And, of course, got my spray paint going on here. The center is actually, hold up, make sure I don't step on little Buttercup down there. It's actually this. I found it in Hobby Lobby. And the comments are frozen up here, guys. I found it at Hobby Lobby, and all I did was go in there, and I saw that it was just a plastic ball. So I cut it apart, and we got 2 centers out of it. So, yeah. But we are going to do my version of a daisy. So we're going to do a daisy on Saturday then, and that'll be kind of like your preview. There's something else that goes here that you guys can't see because I haven't shown y'all that. So, all right, that's going to be it for tonight. I hope that y'all enjoyed it. I hope that y'all learned something and you like the Buttercup, and, you know, definitely let's get some more versions of Buttercups going out there. But this is such an easy little flower. It's beautiful, it's simple, it's elegant with the center, and I just love the poly burlap. So, you know, definitely shoot some likes, shoot some loves, and let's get this little guy circulating around. And then I will have kits for him available for people who want it. And then on Saturday, let's plan for 9:30 doing the daisy one as well. So, but yeah, so I'm going to call it a night, y'all. I think we're having some connectivity issues as well. The poly burlap, sweetheart? Or were you talking about something different? Good night, ladies. I hope y'all have a great, great evening. Definitely, you know, I enjoyed being with y'all, always do. If y'all have any questions, let me know, and then let's plan for Saturday at 9:30, and we shall have, we'll have like a little daisy chain going on. So, yeah, you guys take care, and I will see y'all Saturday. Night, y'all.